What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Pug Ugly has been out now for a few weeks. Next up, we got to set our sights on WOH, the Weeping Weirdo. And I wanted to make a little video talking about what can we expect from WOH. Kind of a little bit of talking about what his story could be, as well as what we could expect musically. Now, obviously, Mikey Clark is back in the picture, producing the first 5 tracks off of Pug Ugly. The entire album was mixed by Kuma. Kuma fucking kills it on mixing. Kuma fucking kills it on production. I very firmly hold stern on Kuma for the 6th. I have a video that's going to come out about that as well. But, Kuma kills it. Obviously, Mikey Clark kills it. But what I want to talk about a little bit on the music side of it is I want to kind of remind people, because I think a lot of people, they're very excited for Mikey Clark to be back. I am too. I'm very rarely disappointed when it comes to ICP's music, and I'm definitely never disappointed whenever Mikey Clark is involved. He's produced a lot of greats in the first deck, and he's produced a lot of greats in the second deck. Obviously, Mighty Death Pop, Bang Pow Boom, and even the inter kind of mitten area or inter-rim area between the Joker cards. He produced The Tempest. He produced Eye of the Storm. The last production we had from him before Pug Ugly was from the House of Wax. That album is fucking great. So we know Mikey Clark can bring it. And there's something about ICP working with Mikey Clark that they really kind of mesh well. But I want to bring up those albums because I think people are so excited they're overlooking albums that I've seen people complain about. I've seen people say that The Tempest sucks. I've seen people say very recently, and it surprised the fuck out of me, that The Eye of the Storm fucking sucks, and it's produced entirely by Mikey Clark. And I know people are probably going to go and say, well, that's because they had the beats there and Mikey Clark wasn't in the studio with him. And that's fair enough, but that's also, I believe, what happened with Pug Ugly. And I'm seeing a lot of people really like Pug Ugly. And once again, Pug Ugly being another one where I'm seeing people say like they just weren't really feeling it. It's got to grow on them. So I think the ultimate key ingredient here, if ICP is working with Mikey Clark again, it definitely needs to be in the studio together. But I personally do think that Kuma is going to be a key ingredient here too. Like, I'm firm on Mikey Clark, or I'm firm on Kuma for the 6th, but I would also accept Mike E. Kuma. And what I mean by that is bring both Kuma and Mikey Clark into the studio. Let those two fucking creative minds mesh as well. Because I think Kuma really kills it as well. And he's got some great fucking albums on his resume as well. Again, we're going to make a video about that because I'm very firm on it. And I want people to just kind of hear what I say in that video and just really think about my points and remember the albums that he has been a part of and maybe be more accepting to. I think Kuma will fucking kill it on the 6th. And something else to even keep in mind on that as well is Jay's already said this is going to be another like Wraiths exhibit, or it's going to be another exhibit of Shangri-La and Hell's Pit. So we pretty much can expect 2 albums. So why can't Kuma do one and Mikey Clark do the other? But let's talk about WOH, the Weeping Weirdo. So musically, I think we're going to get something great because Mikey Clark's back in the picture. Kuma is still in the picture, and Mike P is in the picture. All fucking great producers with great albums on their fucking resume. Obviously, Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead are somewhat newer producers that they've been working with. I personally have liked the shit that they've done with those 2 producers. I can see where other people maybe have not. But keep in mind, Wicked Vic has Shaggy the Airhead on there, and I believe Devereaux did 1 or 2 tracks on there as well. I think for most people, those 2 producers are more of a trap style producer. So the beats that they're hearing, I think maybe isn't quite what they're expecting to hear from ICP. That's just my own little theory on that. But all in all, I've liked the work that ICP has done with Shaggy the Airhead and Devereaux. The producer tags, they're annoying, but they're whatever to me. They don't bother me so much that I hate the album because of it. It's a minor nuisance, which really, if you have audio editing experience, you could probably just easily make those disappear like that. I don't have that experience. I wish I did, which I easily could. But You know, I think musically, WOH is going to be fucking great. I have no doubts that they're going to blow me away, but I'm also the guy that likes lore. So don't fucking hate me, don't kill me, don't crucify me. Now let's talk a little bit about its message, its meaning. So Pug Ugly was very important to me because they actually added a lot of personality to Pug Ugly. In Wicked Vic, not so much. In the title track, you had like mentions of Wicked Vic being a bad seed or him being the problem child. It really didn't elaborate on the whole Yum Yum story a lot to me. Pug Ugly, totally different. You hear Jay talking about in I'm Ugly. He's saying like, I'll crash your bash. He's just talking about being really ugly. Throughout the album, you hear like, the world is ugly. Be uglier. I'm gonna be ugly too. I'll be uglier than you. You hear like mentions of everybody's ugly, but nobody is as ugly as Pug Ugly. So there was a lot of really building on that character, which was kind of building onto the Yum Yum Flowers story as well. So for me, I'm kind of looking at WOH with that in mind. And I've gone back and looked at Wicked Vic. Wicked Vic represents the bad seeds out there in life. You know, the problem children. You hear, you just meet somebody that's often like, oh, you know, growing up, he was always a problem child. You know, he's just a bad seed. So Wicked Vic to me is, you know, Wicked. Sorry, my brain's starting to fritz a little bit here. It's going a million miles an hour, and I've got to get it right where I need it to be. So Wicked Vic is those kind of people out there in life. Pug Ugly being those that have ugly personalities. You know, they're very judgmental on someone's looks. They're very judgmental on somebody's social status. They're just an ugly personality, like, and so their whole goal or what their whole being is just ugly. Their whole essence is to just be an ugly person, and through them being ugly, they could cause other people to just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be ugly too, and that's, you know, that's the stink bud spreading and growing. So, you know, if you are around somebody who's ugly and you yourself become ugly, that's the stink bud part of the flower that's starting to grow. So, you know, when you die and you encounter the Yum Yum flower, you're gonna see like a really fucking ugly stink bud on that flower. So moving towards WOH. Now this is where I'm trying to understand. We have WOH, the WOH, no idea what it means yet. I hope they build on that if it means anything at all. I mean, it doesn't have the dots to make it an acronym, but I just assume it is because it's in all caps. But the Weeping Weirdo part is the part that I'm really kind of focused on. And to me so far, and again, we won't really know, and I won't really be able to deep dive this until the seed drops, till the album's out, and I can look in the book and listen to it and see what they're trying to convey message wise in the actual album. But I think that WOH, I think the weeping part and the weirdo part is supposed to be kind of like those, like you meet somebody, there's something different about them, like they're just weird, there's something off. They're just not what you would expect from somebody. You encounter them and you come to find out like, woe is me. Everything in their life just sucks. They're always negative, always bringing you down. Like you start succeeding and here's this person like, oh, that's good for you that, you know, you just got a raise. Well, here I am only working a part-time job. You know, they're always bringing you down. Like, woe is them. Like they're always the victim. They're always like, you're always shining and they're not, and they're trying to dim your shine because like they're not doing great, you are, but like you shouldn't be doing great, you should be like down here with them. That's kind of where my head's at right now with WOH, but again, won't really fucking know until the album drops, and I have very little doubts that it'll be delayed. Pug Ugly was, and then undelayed. There was some interesting things about that I didn't even mention in my review of Pug Ugly. And that's the fact that nowhere in that CD does it say The Stink Bud. They just dropped that subtitle to his name completely. I don't know if that was an oversight. I don't know if that was intentional. If they were just kind of like, let's just get it out there. But going back and looking through that, it's not mentioned anywhere in there. So I don't know if that's something they're just dropping going forward or not. But I have no doubts that WOH will come out on time. I have no doubts that there will... I have no doubts. I guarantee there will be a Hollow Wicked. I know Bloody Sunday just got announced. They've never skipped Hollow Wicked. Not even COVID stopped them from having Hallowicked. So I don't see why they would skip Hallowicked now. I think Bloody Sunday was unintentionally. Let's just assume it was an unintentional booking time that they picked Sunday when they know Fright Fest has been going on for 20 plus years. Let's just think of that as an oversight. They booked it on that Sunday because it is Devil's Night. They wanted to do something dark. You know, I think this is going to be an addition to Hallowicked. I think Hallowicked will still happen, and we will see WOH. But that's kind of where I'm at, what I'm expecting from WOH, The Weeping Weirdo. Musically, I think we'll be fine, and I think its meaning I have in my head based purely off the name, but I won't know until the actual album gets here and I can really deep dive and think about it. But yeah, just wanted to make this video talking about what we can expect from WOH. And that's kind of where my head's at. Tell me down below what you guys think. What do you think Weeping Weirdo? What do you think WOH, The Weeping Weirdo will be about? And what are you expecting musically from the clowns on this seed? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.